guys, if you don't already know me, my name is Sophie Weil, and I will be presenting on a video titled hashtag NHL17 Pavelski, fan tweets read by hashtag NHL17 Pavelski. So before I talk about some of the things that the video did well and some things that can be improved, let's just take a quick look at it.
Thanks for all the support so far. Keep the tweets coming. Here are some of the favorites. Dan Meister. I like that name. The Meister. Why wouldn't you vote for @JPav8 for the cover? He's way hotter than the other dude. Hashtag NHL17 Pavelski. There's another guy in this. NimSharks21. Are you voting for Trump or Clinton? Nah, I'm voting for NHL17 Pavelski. America's choice is NHL17 Pavelski. I approve this message. Paul Harris Jr. 10. Hashtag NHL17 Pavelski, because he's the best thing to come out of Wisconsin probably ever. Besides cheese. Suck a fat one, Pavelski. I do not approve that message. Fourth Line Wing. Joe Pavelski is an American hero. I will hear no argument on this. Hashtag NHL17 Pavelski. Hashtag yeah. @DDems2. Dylan DeMello. Make sure you vote for Captain America @JPav8 to be on the cover of NHL17. Hashtag NHL17 Pavelski. Just one tweet today, Rook? You got about 50 more to go. Get on that. @Sweet Caroline. And on the 8th day, God created Joe Pavelski. Hashtag NHL17 Pavelski. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't. Brody Brazil CSN. Maybe this will be the cover photo. Hashtag NHL17 Pavelski. Maybe it should have been a goal. Because Hockey. My grandpa didn't fight the Nazis in World War II so that we could lose a cover vote to the Russians. Thought the Russians were our allies. Anyways, Tarasenko, you're going down. Burnsy88. @JPav8. Why don't you guys give out signed piano keys from @Tyranny71 too, also known as the Cobra. Hashtag NHL17 Pavelski.
Does Steers play or something?
No, he's taking the piano off his back when he skates. @Ice Frenzy. If you have thumbs, you should tweet hashtag NHL17 Pavelski.
So after watching that video, I thought that it was generally effective in that most of the aspects in the video did work towards three main objectives. These being to enhance fan participation on Twitter, number one. Number two, to improve fans' perception of the Sharks' overall accessibility. And number three, to transform the players into more relatable figures. So they accomplished this first by including some unscripted dialogue between Joe Pavelski and the camera crew. This made the video appear more authentic, more spontaneous, less scripted, and more humorous. By doing this, viewers were able to see the kind of person that Pavelski is off the ice, which is obviously very funny, very conversational, and also more human. I think as fans, we tend to perceive athletes as kind of godlike because they are at the professional level, but really this video kind of showed Pavelski's more human side. So basically, this dialogue between him and the crew allowed fans to further identify with the team, and it enhanced their support of the franchise in general. So, in regards to production, I think that there are several aspects that work towards those three objectives that I discussed earlier. So for example, the lighthearted, patriotic music that was playing throughout the video was appropriate because the video tended to be humorous, transparent, and at times American, so the music was very relevant to the content. Additionally, I thought it was really effective that the editors put a graphic at the bottom of the screen that wrote out every single tweet so that fans could read along with the tweets as Pavelski read them to really absorb the meaning of the tweet and the jokes within them. I also thought it was effective that they included the tweeter's name in the graphic because that made the video automatically more authentic. Viewers were able to see that the tweets were coming from real everyday people, and it gave them hope that maybe they too would be able to interact with players via social media. I also thought that it was a really wise idea to include the image of Pavelski diving for the goal in one of the tweets. Not only did this allow viewers to grasp the full effect of the tweet, but it also interrupted that standard close-up shot of Pavelski that had been used for the entire feature in order to renew the audience's interest that begins to fade at the end of the video. And lastly, at the very end of the video, when Pavelski reads a tweet, the one that said, "If you have thumbs, you should tweet hashtag NHL17Pavelski." I thought it was really relevant that him and the crew all put a thumbs up position into the shot, and it was also a really clever way to conclude the video while simultaneously encouraging fans to engage with the San Jose Sharks on social media. Okay, so while they did a lot of things that were really effective, there were a lot of ways that this video could have been improved. So for example, I would basically change the entire concept of the video. Instead of having Pavelski read mostly nice tweets from fans, I would have him read all mean tweets from fans. We've all seen how this is overall more funny, but at the same time, it would make Pavelski more humble and more relatable. Also, I think this makes the video a little bit more shocking and more impactful because average actual fans have the ability to criticize him in a way that's unconventional and impossible outside of social media. This would also create more consistency because in the current video, the way it is now, there's kind of a mixture between laudatory and critical tweets. So you're not exactly sure what the purpose is. Is the purpose to make fun of Pavelski? Is it to praise him? By making them all mean, this would create more consistency in the video. Also, to accompany the all mean tweets, I would add a sarcastic violin song in there to make it seem like we're feeling bad for him, but we're really not because obviously he's doing fine. Also, to improve the video, I would add each starting player into it to read mean tweets about them. Not only would this make it more interesting, but it would kind of allow fans to identify with the whole team instead of just Pavelski. Also, I would create an introduction graphic so that you can kind of set the stage for what's about to happen. And the graphic would read Shark Attack because we're attacking the Sharks with mean tweets. And I would also put a Sharks logo behind whoever is reading the tweets so that we can maintain a consistent brand for the Sharks, again, to set the stage and to generally polish and finalize the video. Another way that I think we could polish the video is by eliminating those short little jump cuts when he's talking. Though I understand that this requires like more time and energy when you're filming and editing, like our professor said, the video would ultimately look more professional if you eliminate those jump cuts. So very last, I would add more graphics and visuals other than just that one picture of Pavelski diving for the goal. So for example, when Pavelski says, "I approve this message," and gives a thumbs up, I would have laid some cartoon graphics over the image in order to dress him up as a presidential candidate, possibly, like wearing a little suit, a flag pin, a Lincoln beard, and like a sparkle on his tooth. I think this would have been a great tactic to include more humor and to also maintain the audience's attention throughout the entire video. Okay, well, thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed.